Greetings everyone, with update 30.3, DE have made Railjack changes and fixes, all of which will be covered in this video, so let's begin. Command Intrinsic Crew Changes and Fixes. The following changes are a prelude to the release of the Rank 10 Command Intrinsic coming in the Sisters of Parvos update. DE have added a Contracts tab to Ticker's Hire Railjack Crew Member tab in Fortuna. You can also end contracts with the crew members that are not equipped from this tab, with a note from DE that this has been highly requested. You can now review your current crew contracts while pursuing potential hires to see what positions you have to fill or might have to be replaced. Converted Kuvaliches can now be used as on-call crewmates. Crew members now have more relaxed behavior when not on a mission. Crew members will now play transmission voice lines whenever they are being customized in the dry dock. Crew competencies are now visible in the tactical map when hovering over crew members, with a note that this was highly requested to help make an informed decision when swapping crew roles in the heat of battle. Crew piloting the Railjack will now hold position when you are either in the Archwing slingshot or using the forward artillery, with the following notes. To help players engage their targets, the pilot will prefer to point the ship at targets that you are aiming at. This is also our first attempt at this function, so some future tweaking is to be expected. Crew piloting Railjacks will now fly to attack the weak point marker at the end of the Railjack volatile missions. They have fixed the crew attempting to get into the forward artillery and or the pilot harness after giving all three of the crew the gunner role. They've fixed a hitch related to on-call crew member attachments, the armors and signed honors. Crew members getting stuck in turrets if you tried giving them another order while they were still getting into the gun. Long Kuva weapon names escaping the bounds of the pop-up when viewing in the crew equip and contract screens. They fixed a case where the crew pilot would stop if all targets were to fire away, and they fixed a crew assigned to the gunner position after assigning another crew member to the same position being unable to go into or stay in any of the Railjack turrets. They've also improved the abort Railjack mission flow by changing and fixing the following. Quote, "These changes come after reviewing why clients in Railjack missions would often find themselves feeling unable to leave after mission completion in public squads. We determined that the language used in these scenarios was unclear and confusing, and that there were several other issues related to how rewards were shown in the UI and saved to the inventory that have been resolved. So, abort mission will now update to leave mission in the pause menu after successfully completing a Railjack mission, with a note that it will also prompt a new message that will better describe what will occur. Leave mission, you will keep mission rewards and XP earned at this point, but it will disconnect you from your squad. Are you sure you want to leave this mission? The previous was abort mission. You will keep progress but forfeit the completion rewards and bonuses. Are you sure you want to abort the mission? They've also made the following fixes. DE fixed clients not being able to abort mission and retain their rewards once the mission objective has been completed. They fixed the end of mission screen not showing the full collection of rewards earned in the mission when returning to the orbiter, and they fixed aborting Railjack missions not awarding items earned from point of interest. Moving on, DE have reduced the opacity on the Railjack Armament Reticle UI that cannot be used during Railjack Blink, added a Railjack is required to access Railjack Research message to the Railjack Research console if you do not own a Railjack yet. They added the ability to rebind the reload function in the Railjack's binding, made updates to the machine sounds and radius in the Corpus point of interest airlocks, a crash related to waypoint positions in the Pluto Proxima, Corpus troop spawn racks in the point of interest malfunctioning and ejecting you into space if you get caught underneath it as it's coming down. They fixed being unable to leave the Railjack or fast travel when returning from a Railjack mission to a relay, with the note that this also fixes the pause menu showing dojo options instead of relay. They fixed using the dojo arsenal during the Railjack mission countdown, creating multiple companions, enemies not spawning in volatile missions after mission completion when you had previously run an exterminate or sentient anomaly mission and travel directly to the next volatile mission. They fixed being unable to exit the Railjack pilot and turret seats after returning to the dry dock via the pause menu. They fixed the Railjack mod pop-up on pickup in mission using the old UI when they were still avionics. They will now pop up on the left side as mods like other mod pickups. They fixed electricity hazards on the Railjack, also affecting HUDs that are on cruise ships, being unable to use the tactical map when piloting stolen cruise ships. Railjack shield gauges turning black instead of purple when the Railjack has overshields. Another case of infinite loading from the dry dock on the second mission if a host migration occurred after a successful first mission. They fixed the host and client getting trapped in an infinite loading tunnel after aborting to the dry dock from the Void Storm mission. A location HUD pop-up being blank when entering the dry dock, a crash when entering the pulse turbine point of interest, a script error when using the on-call crew. They fixed cargo train entry objective markers not updating positions after ejecting each car. Certain dropships not spawning in the Orvelis, not being able to switch off of the Railjack mod screen when viewing the Railjack console in the Orbiter. They fixed Orfix missing collisions in the Orfix Railjack missions, making it impossible to melee. Several effect lighting issues in the Gas City tile set that were causing bright light flashes, sound effects popping on trams in the Corpus point of interest, the no ability found pop-up in the Railjack HUD not being localized, the X button not working in the Railjack crew management screen while using a controller, a loss of functionality with the pause menu in the Railjack missions if the player opens the quick progress view, that being P, as the mission complete pop-up appears. They fixed being able to set up a trade shop in a docked Railjack, which also fixes your Warframe getting stuck with their arm up in the trade position during the entirety of the mission, contributing and rushing wreckage causing the scroll position to reset to the top of the list, the wear and tear slider not resetting when using the reset default option in the customized Railjack screen. They fixed research prerequisites in the research console showing as not researched and having a white background. Larval state of Vulpaphyla companions blocking view when in the Railjack seat, hitches when viewing the Railjack end of mission screens, Corpus Railjack capital ship airlocks not actually teleporting clients into the capital ship, fixes were made towards transparency issues with a sign in the Corpus Railjack ship, and lastly, with update 30.3's Railjack fixes, DE fixed some Corpus Railjack codex dioramas having flashing lights.